Hello, and thank you for joining us on SCTV for the Summersville Area Chamber of Commerce Business of the Week.
This is a weekly broadcast where we will feature one area business. My name is Lindsay Skidmore, Executive Director. I'm here today with Dave, the owner of Summersville Lake Retreat and Lighthouse, and they are the Business of the Week. Congratulations, Dave.
Thank you. Happy to be the Business of the Week.
You want to tell us a little bit about your business here?
Sure. We call ourselves a retreat. We're a 57-acre campground with cabin rentals and some unique attractions that bring people to the area and give them a jumping-off spot to go experience all that Summersville and the New River Gorge area is.
Right. Yeah, so we took a tour just a little bit ago, me and you, and we're actually in one of your mini cabins right now. You want to tell us about your cabins?
Sure. We're in one of our more popular cabins, which is a Three Bears cabin. These sleep up to 8 people and have a hot tub and are often used. People come here a lot for a central location for reunions, get-togethers, honeymoons, all kinds of different things. We've had several weddings here even, but we have 5 large cabins that sleep up to 8 people and tend to be longer stays for the people staying here. Then we have 5 or 6 mini cabins as well. We got requests for people that are 2 or 3 people or just a couple people and their dog, and they were looking for places to stay. So we developed some new cabins over the winter.
So on our tour that you took me on, I noticed in the cabins, they're very nice. I love them. A couple of them have a little fence around there.
Yep. We're extremely dog friendly here. So part of the new cabin development was we wanted to make sure people had a comfortable place for their pets to stay. So several of the cabins now have fences around them that allow them to have a little yard. And we've also had some people that have small children that kind of like the idea of having that fence to keep them contained in there.
Yes, great idea.
We've developed a large dog park here, and we have dog treats and things in our store. We drive around on the weekend and give treats out to people with dogs. We really enjoy people bringing their pets, and most campers do have pets with them, so it's a great addition to have those things here.
Sometimes that's hard for campers too, to find a campground that's pet friendly, or even I've never seen one that offers a dog park like that. That's a very neat attraction.
We think that's probably one of the largest dog parks in the country for a campground. And, you're right, it is. Sometimes there's breed restrictions and things that stop people from taking their dogs, but we don't have any of those here. We just ask that your dog be friendly and that you keep him under control while he's here.
Right. Well, that's great that you offer that. Now, as far as your campsites, you want to tell us a little bit about that? Sure.
We have a variety of campsites. Everybody camps a little different, especially people when they're coming to an area like this where they're coming to the lake. So they oftentimes bring boats. They've got all types of different campers or tents or different apparatus. So we have everything from full hookup sites where you have your water, electric, and sewer to more central sites that are just water, electric, that have a common bathhouse that we have here on property, bath and showers. And then we have tent sites or primitive sites that you see everything from tents on tops of vehicles to pop-up tents to little unique campers in all the time. So, and a lot of times we get, in fact, today I can tell you there's people coming in that are renting cabins that have some of the primitive campsites and have some of the full hookup campsites as a reunion, and that's very common here.
So that's a great idea if someone has an event like that to rent out several different places.
A lot of times they put their parents in a cabin and they have their camper already, and the kids might want to go stay in tents. So it's pretty common.
Well, and you also have other attractions here as well for them to enjoy right on the property. I know I saw some hammocks. You have an area. Tell us a little bit about the things to do here on the property.
Sure. So the hammock hangout is new. We hung dozens of hammocks and different swinging chairs and things in a shaded wooded area with some shade trees above it and some built-in shade covers that we made. And people have been using that pretty consistently since we've put that up. But we have a lot of different things here, a lot of space on the property. So being 57 acres, there's a lot of walking trails, a lot of places to go and spread out and get away from each other. Unlike some campgrounds, there's a lot of space between each campsite. So you do have a feeling of privacy, but if you want to get together, we have community fire pits. We have a forest community fire pit and then kind of a more public community fire pit. We have Besides the dog park, we have, of course, the Lighthouse, which we'll talk about, but we have a lot of areas where people tend to gather, and that's one of them. There's a large gazebo up there and picnic tables, and we've had events and food trucks there on the weekend, things like that to get together. But there's also a lot of games. We have a cornhole tournament pit. We've got horseshoes. We've got a big playground with a large pirate ship play boat that we put in there last year. So a lot of opportunity for just about anything you're interested in doing. And I'm surprised sometimes that people are still here on site, even on the weekend, enjoying those things when we've got a huge, beautiful lake so close to us. So.
Yes. Speaking of the lake, the view is beautiful from the campsites. I love the view.
That's one of the things we get the most comments on. There's certain sites that have a fantastic view, and in the evenings when the sunsets are out, you'll see people sitting in their Adirondack chairs or by the fire and watching the lake.
Absolutely. Yeah, and speaking of the playground, it looks like so much fun, but also there's a big hill. It looks like, the kids can just take off rolling right down.
At any given time, there's dozens of kids in that hill. We had a big mutiny on the pirate ship not too long ago where they had some plastic swords and they were out there battling with each other, but there's been football games and frisbee tournaments and all kinds of things in that field.
That's always the fun of camping, making new friends for the weekend.
Right, for sure.
A lot of fun things to do. So you were speaking about the Lighthouse. We'll go ahead and talk about that. Tell us about the Lighthouse.
Sure. So we've only owned the campground for 2 years now. This is our second season. And so the previous owners had built that Lighthouse, which is now a large roadside attraction for the Summersville area. So every day we're doing dozens of tours. People stop in here because you can climb to the top of that, 122 steps to the top, and you have a great viewing platform to look over Summersville Lake, and it's probably one of the tallest structures around here. You can see 6 counties from the top of that and a good 60 miles around from that. So it's a very popular and unique attraction to come and see.
Absolutely. Unique, really, to our state, to have that, and to our town. A lot of people don't realize the things that are unique to our town. The lake and the lighthouse is one of them.
It is the only functioning lighthouse in West Virginia, and it is used for navigation by the airport and the helicopter pad that are right across from us.
Yeah. Now, as far as the Lighthouse goes, you are having a festival this weekend. You want to tell us about that?
Yes, it's I believe our 9th Lighthouse Festival. It'll actually be our first Lighthouse Festival, though, as owners. So we're trying to do some unique things. We'll have, and traditionally in the past, I think they've done car shows there, but we're trying to invite some more local craftsmen and vendors to come to give people an experience of what it's like to see some Appalachian crafts and West Virginia style things. We're trying to do some unique things. We're having an opportunity for you to climb the lighthouse and be able to attempt to shoot a basketball off of the top of the lighthouse into a hoop at the bottom. So roughly 120 feet shot. And we're working on some prizes and things that you'll get if you're able to accomplish that. And the best part of that is that for everyone that climbs the lighthouse, there's a small fee to do it, but that all goes to a charity. So we're doing a donatable event there.
Well, that's great. Now, I have seen videos of the shot off of the lighthouse. Facebook, I think, is it on your Facebook?
Sure.
Yeah, so much fun.
Yep, a YouTube sensation named Brian had made a shot, a backwards shot. He made several shots, but a backwards overhead shot off of the top of the lighthouse into the hoop. So he'll be here helping us organize that nonprofit.
That's
event.
so exciting. So it's something unique for the community to come out and check out and try to make a shot, right?
Try to make a shot.
Now, I know you have some new things that'll be coming soon. You've showed me on our tour some of the work that you're doing. You want to tell us?
Sure. We've got several tiny cabins that we've installed, and those were designed to fit smaller families. But along the same lines, a very popular thing that's happening around the country is glamping style camping. So we have 4 vintage campers from the 60s and early 70s time period that we're redesigning inside to give you a little bit more modern accoutrements, but still have that vintage camping feel, and back in our shaded wooded area, so you'll have a nice area to camp in and kind of experience a great jumping off spot is what we always call this place, because there's so much to do in the area that you can get to from here, but a great place to come back to and relax when you're done out swimming or boating or hiking.
Right. Now, what about the boat that's parked out by the lighthouse?
Everybody asks about the boat. So that's a 40-foot long fishing boat that was in the Chesapeake Bay most of its life, and then got converted somewhat to a party boat. Well, we were able to acquire that and kind of salvage it. It was going to the salvage yard, and we were able to interfere and get that boat and bring it here. And our intentions with that are to create a boat bar kind of event center. So you will build a deck that'll look like a dock around the outside of the boat, which you would sit on. One side will have a stage, and we'll have local acts and things like that on it. But we'll ultimately build a building over to make it look like a boathouse. It's going to look like a boat in the water when it's done with lighting and effects and everything like that. So it'll be hopefully a very great place for everybody in the community to come and enjoy.
If there's not enough things to do here, there's more to come, right?
More to come.
Now you do boat rentals, kayak rentals, that sort of thing?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we have pontoon boat rentals, which are very popular. Obviously, this lake, Summersville Lake, is very popular for pontoons. Mm-hmm. We also have started renting bass boats this year. There's a lot of people coming here to fish, and it makes it a little more convenient for people that are coming camping. They don't have to haul their boats and things like that. But a lot of our rentals are from just people just coming to the area and just to experience the lake. And most people have never been on the lake before that rent the boat from us, so they come back amazed with how beautiful it is. But we also have kayaks, canoes, stand-up paddle boards, and a variety of other watercraft things. A big thing we've started doing this year was we rent the floating lily pads. That's that 15-foot long foam pad that you can almost walk on the water on.
Yes, so fun.
Those have been extremely popular. People come and rent those, whether they have a boat or not, and they take them down there and float around in the lagoons.
Yeah, because you can use those just off the shore.
You sure can.
Just float them right out. A lot of fun, not just for the kids, but also the adults.
Absolutely, yep.
So one thing that people usually don't talk about, but all the campers want to know about, is the bathhouse. And I know you guys have some great reviews about your bathhouse, always nice and clean. So.
Yep, that's one thing I was telling you I was surprised about, that is such a high priority item for campers when they come. We've always gotten top ratings on the bathhouse here, so we maintain that. We have a large housekeeping crew, probably the biggest part of our employees, and they take excellent care of that, and people are always complimenting us on how nice that is, that we take such good care of that.
Yeah, and your crew's friendly too. From the gift shop to the housekeepers, they've all been great.
We're kind of a big family. Most of the crew here has worked with us last year and has come back again, and we try to take good care of them, and they take good care of us, and it's a fun place to work.
So if somebody was interested in maybe renting out a cabin or a campsite or even a boat, how would they get a hold of you?
Sure. The best way to do it is from our website. You can now do an online reservation. You can put in the dates you're interested in. You can put in your party size, and it gives you all the options we have from cabins to boats to everything, and you can select right on there. And that's www.summersvillelakeretreat.com. But you can also call us, 304-872-5975, and we have reservationists on site that help you if you have special needs. We have some cabins that are handicap accessible. We have different ways of helping people make multiple group site reservations. So we're here for however someone wants to come.
That's great. And then maybe if someone's never been here and they want to check out pictures, or you have a Facebook or...
Yep, we have a Facebook site for Summersville Lake Retreat and Lighthouse. And we're on Instagram as well under Summersville Lake Retreat. We also have a Lighthouse page, #West Virginia Lighthouse. So people love to take photos of this park and this area. So if you go to Google Photos especially, a lot of our guests are taking photos of this area. So we get people that stop in here on a regular basis that just want to take a tour, and we allow that too. So.
I know, especially in our local community, a lot of people know about the Lighthouse. Not very many people know about everything else that you guys have to offer.
I think that's because of the rolling hills here. You know, when you're in by the Lighthouse, you can see 5 or 6 campers. You can't see that we have 70 plus places to stay on this property. So that's why we try to encourage people to come and tour. The Lighthouse has been helpful in that people from all over, all the other vacation rentals and properties in the area come here to see the Lighthouse, and then we let them tour the property, and then they come back here and stay with us next. Yeah,
even the primitive sites, that's such a nice area down there, not visible from the road, but if you were able to take the tour, you know, and see the primitive sites, we even saw some wildlife down there.
Right, that's a great walking area too. People take their dogs, walk around that path, and it gives them a good couple miles of walking.
Absolutely. So we want to make sure to encourage everyone out to the festival this weekend.
Absolutely. If you'd all like to come to the festival, we'd love to have you come, and you can certainly see the rest of our retreat and experience what it would be like to stay here with your family, and also hopefully participate in our shoot the basketball off of the Lighthouse attempt and see if you can win a prize doing that.
Absolutely. Anything else that you'd like to say about your business before we let you go?
No, I really appreciate you coming out, and I'm glad you got to take the tour and learn more about us.
Well, thanks so much for having us, and congratulations on being Business of the Week.
Thank you for that.
The Summersville Area Chamber of Commerce is a voluntary partnership of businesses and professionals working together to build a healthy economy in the Summersville area. Be sure to join us every Thursday for the summit broadcasting of our Chamber Chat, a weekly radio show where we highlight upcoming member events. Head over to our Facebook page to learn more about how you can enter to win a gift card to one of our restaurant members through our newest promotion, Takeout Tuesday. And continue to join us here on SCTV every week as we feature one of our member businesses. Remember, if you have a business and would like to be featured as the Chamber of Commerce Business of the Week, give us a call at 304-872-1588 or visit our website at www.summersvillechamber.com.